If you frequent any whiskey forums, whiskey Twitter, whiskey Reddit, any of the other places where people go to share opinions on the internet, you've probably seen some version of an NPC who has a very strong opinion about a very funny thing, ice, and specifically other people's use of it. Today we're going to try to answer the question, is it sacrilegious to have your whiskey on the rocks? Rocks. Just regular old rocks, right out of the fridge. Eagle Rare. I'm going to combine these two things so that we have a glass of Eagle Rare on the rocks. Now here is what happens when you pour your whiskey over ice. Does it change the flavor profile? Yes, for a couple of reasons. The human tongue, the human palate, is not designed to detect subtlety amid extremes in temperature, either direction. So very cold drinks and very hot drinks are very difficult to find subtle flavors within. The other reason it changes the flavor profile of what you're drinking is as the ice melts, you're gonna get some water. Obviously, that's going to change. Some whiskeys open up very nicely with water. Some of them start to get lost and just fall apart. So it can be a bit of a grab bag. The thing about ice, as opposed to just water, is you have that added element of the cold, which does tend to cover up a lot of sins. I do not understand why some people are so aggressive about their opinions on how other people drink their whiskey. I don't care. It's your drink. It's in your glass. You paid for it. And even if you didn't, even if you came over to my house, in my basement, my bar, and I got something that I want to share with you and you prefer it over ice, I'm here for your company. I don't care how you take it. I have one caveat to that. I do think that when you're trying something new, you should try it first neat. You should try to pull out those flavors, give it a good nose, let it sit on the palate, try to pick out the flavor profiles that are within that whiskey. Then, it's your world, man. Go for it. You like ice, you like water, you want to mix it in a cocktail. No skin off my nose. We have to get out of this as a whiskey community of policing everybody else's palate and everybody else's preferences. I don't give a damn if you like ice. Personally, I like most of my whiskeys neat. Scotch is almost always neat. Bourbon, almost always neat. The only thing that can be a 50-50 toss-up for me is Irish. On occasion, I like a Jameson over ice. That doesn't make my palate any less sophisticated. That's how I like it sometimes. I'll even put a Redbreast over ice, which is obviously a higher end Irish whiskey. But sometimes it's quite nice chilled. There's nothing wrong with that. Now, if you'd like the benefit of getting a nice cold whiskey without getting the ice in it and the dilution that comes as it melts, that's possible with a shaker. You can shake it over ice and then strain it. Perfectly fine to do as well. Really what you want is that temperature. Get it there however you see fit. Don't put it in the freezer. Don't put your whiskey in the freezer. This isn't Grey Goose, okay? The point of it all is, how you like your drink is how you like your drink. And I don't really care. It doesn't affect me, doesn't affect anybody else. And one of the things that puts people off from exploring higher end or more complicated whiskeys, it's not the whiskeys themselves, it's the bastards drinking it. Leave people alone. That's the video today for guys. That is the video for today, guys. A little bit of a rant, I know. We'll get back to more fun ones soon. Until then, to good friends and good spirits, however it is you like them. We'll see you on the next video.